I'm going crazy. 무뎌져.
So, Miss Zasha, feeling happy after making a show of my brother and sister-in-law? Zasha gulped, shaking her head. What are you talking about? She looked here and there, nervously. Look, Zasha, I don't know you personally, and I really don't want to judge you like this, but what you did and what you're going to do is really wrong. What do you mean? Chuck coughed. I'll not invade your personal thoughts, but think once. Will Tang be happy after what you're doing with him? Do you think you will win if he starts to hate Wayan? Zasha gulped because her mind wasn't working properly and her hands started to sweat. Zasha, you seem to be a good girl from a good background. It will be a waste of your time and life if you continue doing all this. Just accept that we can't always have what we want. Chunk sighed and left the house, leaving Zasha all messed up by her own thoughts. Was I this wrong? Did I get this greedy that I forgot about my best friend's happiness? Tears started to stream from her eyes as she went inside her room. Meanwhile, Taehyung, you called your husband who was sitting in bed looking down. You cupped his cheeks to make him look up. You saw his eyes and puffy cheeks. Hey, why are you crying? He hugged you. By your wrist, taking his face on your wrist. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I don't know why, but you again cupped his face and pecked his lips. Hey, it's okay, you know. A good relation doesn't depend on how good understanding we have, but it depends on how better we avoid misunderstandings. And you heard me. And Jungkook, that shows how much we trust each other. So you are not angry at me? He asked with his pouty lips, making you chuckle. Your words mean nothing when your actions are completely opposite, and not even once you tried to hurt me. It was just the devil inside you making your angelic side hide. Haha, I didn't know you talked this good. He laughed while you smacked his head. Oh, I just remember. What? But without answering you, he picked you up and threw you on bed. So, Mrs. Kim, yesterday you slept without me. And forget that I can't sleep without hugging you. He raised his brow while you looked outside, not making eye contact. I don't know. Wow, then let me tell you, my dear wifey. Your eyes widened when a smirk appeared on his face. Pay respect your friend. You said trying to make excuses, but you forgot this alien never failed. Do I look like I care? Now stay quiet if you don't want anyone to hear us. After a week, well, it's been a week and never once that she had tried to create any misunderstanding between you two, and she made herself busy with different work. You were happy that she wasn't behaving like before, making you like this side of her more, that she was just like a friend for Taeyang. Maybe she forgot what she wrote in her diary. That's what you thought. You were sitting alone in the living room while Taeyang was in his home office. Suddenly you heard the luggage trailing noise. You turned and saw a nervous Zasha. Zasha, what happened? Where are you going? Zasha smiled and hugged you. Wan, please hear me out for once today and don't speak between. She said and you nodded. Please take care of Tay. He's so precious and don't ever leave his side. Wan, there must be some people creating misunderstanding in your life, but misunderstanding in love doesn't happen when you mishear each other. It happens when you stop communicating with each other. So don't let people create a space between you and Tay. I did wrong things with you and thought wrongly for my own best friend. I suck at understanding everything properly, maybe because I have got everything in life that I wanted. So I forgot that every time is not the same like all sometime. You have to accept reality and leave the imaginative world you are living in. Zasha took a deep breath and took Ryan's hand in her. I just hope you stay happy with Tay and don't forget to call me if I'm going to become an aunt. You laughed and hugged her. But you don't have to leave soon. It's okay to spend some time with her. But Zasha shook her head. Now I have to go back to California. I got some important work. Oh, then you should meet Taeyang. No, don't. I'll not be able to leave then. She felt sad for her. What she ever did to deserve this? I just hope she gets someone who will love her more than anyone in this world and made her forget the past that hurted her. Zasha left as you went to Taeyang. There, you looked up at you wearing his glasses looking damn hot and cute at the same time? Yes, Ryan. You walked to him and sat on his lap. He can engulf your figure in his arm. What happened? Zasha, she left. What? Why so sudden? He looked down and told him everything. You didn't hide anything, as you don't want him to stay in all dark after what happened. You told him about her diary and her thoughts. You still remember all this? I didn't even think about this. It was just a childish act and she took it seriously. But thanks somewhere it was your fault too. All these years she only thought of you. If that day you haven't been that childish, so she wouldn't be doing all this. But we were kids. He rolled his eyes trying to save himself, but you pulled his hair. Why on leave? What did you say? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll say sorry to her too. Please leave. And you left his hair. Oh, thanks God. She's a good person. That's why she left. So she will have more time to heal herself. Damn, don't take it as a joke. You see, I really learned something from this, that connections grow through relatability and mutual experience, through talking and listening, through reciprocation. It's so much more meaningful to share experience with someone who we trust fully. And it's okay to listen to each other at that time, even after you know it's difficult, you know it sucks. But somehow you will know how the other one is feeling, and if you can't relate them in it, only your listening can make everything right, or it can make them more easy with the condition. You know what you just did? You shake your head, sleep. Your talk made me sleep. You slapped his arm. Hey, I'm talking such deep and beautiful things, and you're sleeping. Yeah, because I can't understand this philosophical language that just teach me in my language. The alien language, then I need to learn it first. You sat joking with him, but his smile changed in a smirk. Not this face. I can teach you very, very well. I have to make lunch, I just remembered. And I just remember we can order food, so let's continue the learning lessons. And that's when Zasha will soon hear the news of becoming an aunt soon. Meanwhile, Zasha wiped her tears, leaving the country. She placed her luggage in its place, but her eyes went to an old couple who were sitting together and talking about lovely things. Can't I also have someone who will stay with me forever and love me more than anything in this world? She whispered to herself, watching some cute young couple together and some with their kids. She was about to turn, but someone pushed her accidentally and she fell on the person's lap. Oh, I'm sorry, mister. She tried to get up, but the person tightened his grip around her waist. People call this mister by the name of Cheon Jungkook, Miss Zasha.